A very good morning and welcome to this Thursday session of Yoga Online. Sit comfortably. Lift the chest, lift the sides of the trunk, and broaden across the chest at the same time. Draw your elbows towards the sides of the trunk. Take the arms out to the side, spread the chest, bend the elbows and join the palms together. Place the thumb on the sternum and the other four fingers away. Focus on the breath. Begin by chanting Om 3 times. Take a slow, deep breath in. Slowly release your hands. Open your eyes. Place your fingertips on the floor behind you. Straighten your legs. Check out the legs. And roll the legs the other way. Rest your fingertips on the floor. Lift the navel away from the floor. Lift the sternum, lift the chest. Keep the thighs moving down. Keep the knees moving down as you lift the chest. So think of it as if the area below your hip is fixed and the area above the hip lifts. Draw the elbows towards each other, open the chest, and as you breathe out, release the chin to the chest. Take the head all the way back. Out, draw the chin to the chest. Up the head. Take the left ear to the left shoulder, feel the stretch on the right side. Stay there for a few moments. Shorter breaths. Breathe in to come up. And over to the other side. Rotate at the wrist, turn the palms away from you. Breathing in, raise up the arms. Pin the hip down, lift the navel, lift the sternum, stretch the armpit, lift the elbows, lift the wrist, stretch the palms. At the same time, while holding this pose, can you spread across the chest? Feel the collarbones widen and feel the armpits move away from each other. Move the lower shoulder blade into the chest. Open the chest. Breathe out, release your hands to the side. So again, this action of the shoulder blade moving slightly into the chest. Excuse me, to open the chest. Keep the chest lifted. So maintain the length from the pubic area to the navel to the sternum, and the sternum to the throat. At the same time, maintain the width across the shoulders. So don't shorten. Press your fingertips down. Now raise up the left arm. Walk your hand across the right side. Gaze forward. Now with this action, move the shoulder blade in and broaden across the chest. Broaden across the chest. Stretch from the hip to the armpit on the left side and the armpit to the wrist, but maintaining the openness of the chest, use the shoulder blades. Shoulder blades move into the body. Breathe in and come up and chain sides. Walk your left hand across. Come to about 45 degrees. Now, turn the navel to face forward, turn the sternum to face forward. Move the shoulder blade into the body. And now can you spread across the chest? Spread across the chest, feel the openness of the chest. So there's no compression of the area of the heart and the lungs when we perform a pose. slowly come up. Place your fingertips on the floor, roll the shoulders back. Lift the navel, lift the sternum, lean slightly back. And move the lower shoulder blade up and into the body and release the head back. Roll the chin to the chest. So we're emphasizing the openness of the chest. Vertical spine. And forward. Take the arms up to the side. Turn the palms to face up. Bend the elbows. Draw the elbows towards each other. Breathing in, raise up the arms, stretch the elbow. And breathing in, hold stretch. Breathe out and release. Now breathing in, raise up the elbow, stretch the armpit and broaden across the chest. From the sternal area to the left and the sternal area to the right, feel the expansiveness of the chest and the lift of the elbows. Move the lower shoulder blade into the body and lift the navel. Breathe out and release. Release your hands, wrap your palms and fingers around the knees. Move the navel forward, bend the elbows and look up. As you breathe out, tuck the chin in, move the sternum back, move the navel back. Breathing in, come forward and lift. Breathing out, draw the navel back, draw the sternum back, release the chin. One more time, breathing in, draw the navel forward, lift the navel, lift the sternum. Move the lower shoulder blade into the body and lift the head in. Release your gaze forward. Place your fingertips on the floor and stretch out the legs. Stretch out your legs wide, feet facing up, thighs facing up, knees facing up. Lift the navel, lift the sternum. Now imagine there's a cross, there's a length from the pubic area all the way up to the chin. And you broaden across the chest. And the intersection of the cross is the sternal area. So move the sternum forward, widen the cross horizontally and vertically as you lift. Feel the spread of the chest. Fold your legs in and come to stand. Place your hands on your hips. So we're still focusing on the extension of the trunk, but using the vertical hand and the horizontal extension. So it's here and across here. So once again, imagine there's a cross all the way from the pubic area running up to the throat and broadening across the chest. Place your hands on your hips, roll the shoulders back, and now lift the intersection of the cross. Lift the sternum and now broaden across the chest and feel both sides of the cross, the horizontal bar and the vertical bar extending. And release. Step your feet apart. So we're focusing physically and mentally as well on horizontal expansion. So you extend the chest away, you open the chest, at the same time you maintain the vertical lift. But with this action, I want you to move your inner thigh to the outer thigh. So it's this work. So move the thighs away from each other. Focus on this horizontal expansion of the body, the widening of the body, which in turn helps to widen and broaden the mind. So the thighs move out from in to out. There's this action from inside moving outside. Feel the width of the hips, broaden across the chest, take the arms across. Extend the wrists away from each other and move the inner thigh to the outer thigh and feel the spread of the hips, the thighs. And now lift the sternum and emphasize the cross. Lengthen the cross horizontally, lengthen the cross vertically, and feel the openness and the expansiveness of the body. Feel as if from your center, you're opening out to the right and to the left. There's a sense of expansiveness in the asana. Release your hand up to the hip. Toe heeled, walk your legs together. And now, turn your right leg out for Vriksasana. Hip facing forward. Take the arms across. Lengthen the wrists away from each other. And find the broadness of the chest and the length of the trunk. Turn the palms to face up. Breathe in and raise up the arms. Stand firmly on the left leg and lift the trunk. Now move the shoulder blade into the body and focus on the expansiveness of the chest. To the side, lengthen the wrists away from each other. Release your hands onto the hip. Change legs. Stand on the right leg, take the left leg out. So we're still focusing on the trunk. Navel faces forward, sternum faces forward, take the arms across. Lengthen the wrists away from each other. Feel the spread of the chest. Feel the lift of the chest, feel the openness of the chest. Stabilize the chest by moving the shoulder blades into the body. Stabilize the arms by fixing the shoulder blades to the upper arm. Lengthen the wrists away from each other. Lift off from the standing leg. Focus on the width of the pose and the expansiveness of the pose. Release your hand. So the focus is a length and a width. So just imagine the cross once again. Step your legs out. So the exercise with Vriksasana was just to teach you that you need to expand both the right side and the left side. Place your hands on your hips, roll the shoulders back. Put your thumb into the hip. Now knock the thighs away from each other, lift the navel, lift the sternum and look up. Away from the navel, lift the crown of the head. Forward. Take the arms out to the side. This is a very important pose known as Utthita Hasta Padasana, which teaches us expansiveness. So knock your thighs away from each other. Press on the outer edges of your feet. Lengthen the wrists. Focus on your breath. As you breathe out, can you melt into the expansiveness on the right side and the left side? Roll the shoulders back. Faces forward. Breathing in. Raise the right arm. As you breathe out, inject the hips onto the right hip, forward. Fold for Utthita Trikonasana. But can you knock your thighs away from each other? Press firmly on all four corners of the front foot, the outer edge of the back foot. Now raise up the left arm. And can you expand that cross once again? The direction of the cross has changed, so it's vertical and horizontal bars have to change position. So lengthen the cross vertically, expanding the wrists away from each other, and lengthen the cross horizontally, moving the crown of the head away from the head. So feel the openness, turn the navel to face forward, the sternum to face forward. Knock your thighs away from each other. Breathe in. Over to the other side. Press firmly on all four corners of the front foot, the outer edge of the back foot. Move your thighs away from each other. Open the hips. Feel the spread of the chest. Vertically, horizontally. Raise up the left arm, a full extension of the left side. As you breathe out, reach for the left side. Release your hand onto the shin. Turn the trunk to face forward. Now find that cross once again. Expansion horizontally and expansion vertically by lifting up your arm. Feel that the cross is extending. Both sides. Open the chest. Move the lower shoulder blade into the body. Knock your thighs away from each other. Feel the openness of the pose. forward, toe heel, toe heel. Walk your feet together and bind your hands behind you for Paschimottanasana. The work here now is to take your feet as far wide as you possibly can. Knock your thighs away from each other. Press firmly on your feet. Feel the width of your pose. And now breathe in, lift the navel, lift the sternum and the colon. Focus on the expansiveness, knock your thighs away from each other. Lift the navel, lift the sternum. Focus on the breath. Release your gaze forward. Release your hands onto your hips. Take the arms across. Turn the palms to face forward. Now move the wrist slightly behind you. Move the lower shoulder blade into the body. Feel that expansiveness. Lift the navel. Lift the sternum. Lengthen your wrists away from each other. Lengthen your thighs away from each other. Lift the crown of the head. Feel that you are becoming taller and you are becoming wider. Release your hands onto your hips. Keep them hip-width apart. Bind your hands behind you the other way for Paschimottanasana. So let's focus on the lift first. Lift the navel away from the floor. Lift the sternum away from the navel. Lift the chin, lift the crown of the head. Maintain the vertical extension. With this vertical extension, step out your right leg, step out your left leg, and stand tall. Gaze forward, lift the trunk. Now, take out the arms once again. Turn the palms to face forward. Lengthen the wrists away from each other. Now, connect from the center of the chest to the middle finger of the right hand and the left hand. Engage your middle finger, spread your palm. Now move the middle finger away from you. Move your thighs away from each other. Press on the outer edge of the feet. So the outer edge of your foot is the extremity. Your middle finger is the extremity and the crown of the head is the extremity. Can you lift the crown of the head? Move the middle fingers away from you. Move the outer edges of the feet away from you. Knock the thighs away from you. Release. Toe heel, toe heel. Come to stand in Tadasana. Extend your arms out to the side. You can choose to keep your feet together. If you have high blood pressure, menopause, pregnant, take your feet. Now with this pose, stand tall. Feel the lift of the navel. Back. It's still lifted, but it moves back. Feel the lift of the shoulders. Feel the lift of the crown of the head. Close your eyes. Although you're standing in Tadasana, feel the height of the pose. Lift the crown of the head. Move the lower shoulder blade into the body. And now feel the width of your pose. Although you are standing in Tadasana, can you feel the expansiveness of your pose? Now take your attention outside the body, to the left and to the right. Although you're standing in Tadasana, feel the expansiveness of your body, both vertically and horizontally. The central point of this pose is the cross, where the horizontal bar and the vertical bar meet. Lift that. Feel the openness of the area of the heart. Feel the softness of the abdomen. Stand tall, stand wide. Focus on your breath. Slowly release your hands onto your hips. Open your eyes and come to kneel. Come to kneel on your back. Take the arms out to the side. Feel the expansiveness of the chest. Place your hands on the hips. Take support if you need for your knees and step the right leg forward. Step the right leg forward. Raise up the left arm and an extension over to the right side. Move the navel forward, move the sternum forward. And release. Change legs. Right arm, Stretch over to the left and come back and release. Once again, raise up the right leg, stretch out the leg. Take the arms across, find that cross once again. Turn the palms to face up. Breathe in, raise up the arms. A full extension from the knee to the fingertips. Feel the expansion horizontally, feel the expansion vertically. Release your right hand onto the hip, your left hand. So the right hand on the thigh, the left hand slide across, slide across. Now maintain the openness of the chest and spread the chest. Spread the chest. Take the arm across. Feel the openness of the chest. This works on the hips and the trunk. Change legs. This is Parigasana, gate pose. Breathe in, raise up the arms, feel the stretch. Take the arms across, feel the expansiveness. Release your left hand onto the thigh, raise up the right arm. So feel the expansiveness. Here you're feeling length on one side. As you breathe out, feel the side stretch. Feel the side stretch. Turn the navel to face forward, turn the sternum to face forward. Breathe in and come up. And come to sit back. Come to sit in Vajrasana. Focus on the cross again. From the pubic area to the navel to the sternum, and the sternum to the throat. Feel the spread across the chest. Take the arms out. Feel that spread. Take the arms slightly behind you. Pin your fingertips close to your feet. Roll the shoulders back and feel the lift of the chest. At the same time, can you feel the length of the chest? Imagine that cross once again. Release your hands. Place them onto your thighs. Lift the navel, lift the sternum. Broaden across the collarbones. Feel the spread of the collarbones. Place your hands onto your thighs. Eyes closed. Can you feel the length of the spinal column from the pubic area to the crown of the head? At the same time, can you feel the spread across the chest? The width of the chest. Feel the length of the size of the trunk. Move the shoulder blade into the body. Open the chest, soften the abdomen. So even while seated, can you find some degree of expansiveness while sitting? And come to lie flat on your back. Come to lie flat on your back. Take your feet out as if you're doing Uttita Trikonasana. Take your legs out wide, take your arms out wide. Imagine you're a starfish. Take your legs as wide as possible. Take your arms as wide as possible. And find that cross once again. Lengthen your wrists away from each other. Knock your inner thighs away from each other. Feel the expansiveness while you're lying down. Can you now release into that expansiveness, release into the openness, and release into that spread? Just the exhalation. Soften the abdomen. Focus on the cross once again. The vertical expansion and the horizontal expansion of the chest. Slowly draw your legs together. Keep them as wide as the mat. Draw your arms together. Place them at the side of the trunk. Roll the upper arm away from you. Lift the shoulder blades into the body. Soften the abdomen. Jaw, release the bottom jaw. Although you are resting in Shavasana, can you feel the expansiveness? Expansiveness physically and expansiveness mentally. Place both hands on the abdomen. Raise up your knees one by one, keeping your feet flat on the floor. Raise up the right arm all the way past the right. Roll over onto your knees. Sit in a comfortable position. In whichever sitting pose you're, can you knock your thighs away from each other, spread your thighs away from each other, lift the trunk, feel the spread across the trunk, find that cross once again and feel the expansiveness. Take your arms out to the side, feel that expansiveness and slowly join your palms together. Lift the crown of the head, broaden across the chest, eyes closed. With this physical expansion, mental expansion, feel your awareness expand as well. Think of yourself being a limitless being. With this, take a slow, deep breath in. And as you breathe out, raise the chin to the chest. As you breathe in, slowly raise up your head. Have a wonderful day, and we will meet tomorrow. Thank you.